Did Canon finally deliver a compact cinema camera, or is the C50 just another body in an already crowded space? That is likely a question you, along with much of the creative world, has been asking since Canon announced the EOS C50 last week, and is one that is rather complex to answer. It's undeniable that, on paper, the C50 brings some amazing features to the space, including a 7K 3.2 open gate sensor, dual base ISO, and a legit 32 megapixel photo mode, all for under $4,000. It also has Canon's remarkable dual Pixel CMOS autofocus, a very welcome full-size HDMI port, and both CFexpress Type B and SD card slots. But who is this exact feature set made for? Now, specs are all good and fine, but if you're looking for someone to read off a spec sheet, you can find that from other channels. In this video, we want to answer two questions. First, where does this body fit in the already packed compact camera world? And is this camera more for professional filmmakers or creators? Let's get into it. To start, the C50 has a thoughtful new feature that we think puts it in a league of its own: dual record crop mode. In today's world where it's expected that creatives deliver both 16:9 and 9:16, Canon has brought a new concept to the C50 by allowing creatives to utilize that 7K sensor to dual record horizontal videos to one card and vertical videos to the other card at the same time. This concept, as far as we know, is a novel one, allowing content creators to simplify their workflow. To test this feature, we went over to Lab 818 Studios, a podcast space where some of the top creators record, to see if this dual crop feature can actually be useful. As you know, clipping juicy parts of podcasts that can stretch hours is a requirement in today's creator economy. Traditionally, editors will painstakingly reframe every shot to fit in a 9:16 social clips format. The C50 simplifies this process with its dual record by providing a fully cropped 9:16 file that editors can ingest and edit for ease of release on their social platform of choice without compromising their long-form horizontal video. So is the C50 the ideal camera for the content creator and the vertical shooter? In many ways it could be. For under $4,000, the C50 can be your all-in-one video and photo hub, giving you a creation machine for all your social channels and saving you or your editor tons of time when building your deliverables. Now for our second question: can the C50 be a camera for a professional in the entertainment field? This is a harder question to answer, as there isn't much of a track record for these types of compact cinema cameras breaking into the realm long dominated by the likes of ARRI and RED. Of course, there are some famous, yet perhaps isolated examples of accomplished DPs using cameras like the Sony FX3 or even iPhones to shoot large budget films. Think The Creator or the latest film in the 28 Days Later series. Though compact cinema cameras certainly could and have been on blockbuster sets, it's just not the norm to see them there. Having said all that, we did want to test the C50 in a more cinema-focused circumstance, the classic car rig. Our scenario called for some rigging essentials, so we raided the film tool store and called our friends at Condor Blue to use their C50 cage. We wanted to test two rigs, a backward-facing hood shot from outside and a driver profile shot from inside the car. Setting up a hood shot is easy enough. Just make sure that you triangulate your camera to take off some of that bounce and throw on a matte box with a polarizer to take down the reflection off the windshield. Rigging this camera for this setup is extremely easy, and because it's so light, the vibration is minimal, meaning the need for extensive post-stabilization isn't really necessary. Given we are shooting open gate 7K, this setup does give us a 3-for-1 shot with the ability to crop in. To take this a step further, we set up an interior profile shot and once again saw the benefit of the C50's small form factor when getting this camera into the tight corner between the windshield and passenger window. The dual crop record was also cool to see here, giving us video on both cards in horizontal and vertical aspect ratios. So to answer our other question, is this a camera that a pro should consider? This is a tough one to answer. The C50 could be a B cam to a C400 or C80, and certainly could be a crash cam, especially given its small size and reasonable price point. Where it's lacking, in the sense of a pro cinema camera, is its missing internal NDs, a feature that's not currently possible with these compact cameras, its I/O, which only offers HDMI and no SDI, as well as its battery life, which is again limited by the size of the camera, which forces you to constantly change batteries on a long shoot, which is challenging, especially if you have a complex camera rig that blocks a battery door. To be clear here, we're not knocking the C50 for its lack of some of these features. If we've learned anything in our time in this industry, there's no silver bullet when it comes to camera technology, and to expect a camera to do everything is to be eternally disappointed. In the Canon C50, we see a major step forward for Canon in that they have brought a cinema camera to the space that both content creators and pro filmmakers can utilize in their creative process, with features that once were only available in extremely expensive cameras or didn't exist at all. We're curious what you think though. Is the Canon C50 something that you would consider buying? Let us know in the comments below.